it's Cat. I was having one of those slower weeks this week, and I had the chance to take a step back and think about the time I spent online for the past few years. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for about 5 years now. I know it's not the longest time, there are so many other older players out there. I'm not one of them. And to be completely honest, I spend more time roleplaying on this game than doing actual content. There's so much prejudice against roleplayers in 14, so I just wanted to have a little tea time, share my experiences with you, and who knows, maybe it's gonna change your opinions about the roleplay community in 14. You might even want to give roleplay a try by the end of this video. So let's sit back for a couple of minutes and sip on our Fantasias together today. I always find it really strange when people make fun of the roleplay community in 14 or make fun of roleplay in general. It's always been a really big part of my life. But when I really think about it, I think I can see why people are reluctant to get into that roleplay scene. When you first start roleplaying online, there's a high chance you will have some bad experiences. It's almost impossible to avoid, especially if you're completely new to roleplaying. You won't catch the red flags as early on as the more experienced roleplayers, cause you probably don't know what those red flags are when you're first starting. And then, of course, there's what I like to call the cringe mountain. You'll have to first climb that mountain of cringe to reach the good part. Behind every great roleplayer or DM, there's always either a really cringy original character or a fanfiction that will never see the light of the day. Trust me, you won't ever catch me talking about that Percy Jackson fanfiction I was writing in middle school. Once you're done with your cringe era, roleplay turns into something entirely different. For me, roleplay is more than just a hobby. It's something I do to distract myself from the stress of the real life. And I hear this is the case for so many other roleplayers too. It might be the reason why roleplay peaked on Final Fantasy XIV during the pandemic. 2020 was a really hard year for so many people. We were stuck indoors, we couldn't go out and hang out with our friends. Some of us lost our loved ones. We were lonelier than ever. I honestly don't know what I would do if I didn't have my roleplay friends during that time. We had a small, almost family-like roleplay group. I remember logging into the game just to roleplay with them every day after my online classes. We went on adventures together, we burned down houses, some by accident, some intentional. Some of the characters found love, some of them found enemies. And just like that, like a switch in my brain, I could turn off all the negative emotions. I think people are underestimating the impact roleplay can have on people's mental health. You know how they say journaling or writing down your thoughts can help you process things better? Roleplaying has a similar effect on me. Whenever I feel down, I either do some solo writing for my character's backstory, or I just hop on the game to start a new roleplay scene with my friends. It feels nice to have something to focus on other than whatever is making me feel down. And it feels even nicer to have people to share this hobby with. You can't roleplay by yourself, it's just impossible. If you did, that would be solo writing, not roleplay. When you start roleplaying, it pushes you to get out of your shell and be more social. You'll have to reach out to other people, make new roleplay contacts, get in different groups. And if you're an introvert like me, that's a terrifying thing to even think about at first. I'll be completely honest with you, it's not easy to get used to. But if you stay determined, it's actually a great way to combat social anxiety. I don't think I will be here today making these YouTube videos if I've never roleplayed in 14. Becoming a part of a group and sharing my stories with people helped me gain confidence. The thought of getting judged by other people used to terrify me. I used to overthink all the time, and don't get me wrong, I still do sometimes. Roleplay doesn't magically solve all your problems, but it definitely helped me gain enough confidence to solve them myself. Roleplaying taught me how to look at things from different perspectives. It taught me how to observe things better, and of course, to appreciate the time you spend with your friends. I met so many great people through roleplaying on 14. Some of these people became my closest friends. Even when the life got busy and we had to take a break from roleplaying, we still kept contact. That's the beauty of roleplay. It brings people together. You get to connect with other people. You make friends through the stories you write in collaboration with them. You laugh together when a character does something funny. You get excited together when you win the fight. And during the heart-wrenching moments, you cry together. You might not be those adventurers who slayed that mighty beast. The treasures your roleplay characters capture don't make you rich in real life. But the memories you make with your friends through roleplay are very much real, and they stay with you through your life. I feel like some Final Fantasy XIV players don't know what the roleplay can actually be, and that's why they pass their judgments so early. There are so many different types of roleplay. So while you're here, let me clarify this. Let's get this out of the way. The spicier kind of roleplayers who send you tales in Limsa are in fact roleplayers. But not every roleplayer is a spicy roleplayer. There is so much D&D inspired or heavy kind of roleplay on Final Fantasy XIV. You just don't notice these heavy roleplayers as much, cause honestly, How would you? These players won't send you random tells unless you have some roleplay info in your bio. We also don't ask for feed pictures in the party finder. I think that makes us a teeny tiny bit less visible to the eye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to learn more about Final Fantasy XIV roleplay, you can check my roleplay guide and other roleplay related videos. And of course, if you're a roleplayer yourself, I would love to hear your stories and your personal experiences on 14, so comment down below. Have an amazing week, and as always, I'll see you in my next video. Stay cozy!